Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do the reading for the lovely sign of Leo. Okay, firstly, Leo, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know I'd love to have you on board. If you choose to press the subscription button, make sure you hit the bell and you will be reminded of when I'm going live or when I'm posting new content. I do go live every Wednesday at 12 o'clock Australian Eastern Daylight Time. If you want to join me there, I do offer small mini reads for a donation. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, make sure you do check out other aspects of your natal chart, such as your moon, your rising, or your Venus. They can give you a little bit more insight into your, I guess, your daily life, really. If the reading does resonate with you, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and help me to grow the channel. I love now that you can't see the thumbs down anymore. I think that's fantastic. I think they should have got rid of the button altogether, but I'm glad that they've at least taken the initiative to do that. I feel so many people on here spend their time doing what they love doing, and I feel that it's a bit of an insult when you get a thumbs down, that maybe people aren't appreciated in the way they should be appreciated. So even if the reading doesn't resonate, giving it a thumbs down sort of seems a bit sad, really, that you don't respect someone's time and energy. But anyway, so I'm glad that they've done that. I also love that they're changing some of the rules about exposing people when they do bully you online. I think that's fabulous. All right, we have the Seven of Cups coming through here. So the Seven of Cups is a card that talks about illusion. It talks about confusion, having too many choices, not really sure where to go, not trusting what's in those cups, not trusting the direction. Every now and again I sit here and something flashes across me on the screen and I think somebody moves very, very quickly past me. Okay. So we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot for your reading today. All right, let's see where we're going. All right, so we have the Moon card coming out. I've got to say this is one of my favourite Moon cards, because the Moon card, the representation of the Moon card in the traditional tarot is very, very good. It does show that things are hidden below the surface. It does imply that things are dark and unknown, and all of the energies that we associate with the moon. What I love about this person here is that they are trapped in their emotions. They are, you know, swimming below the surface and not able to get on top of that. And that is what the moon is about. It's about hidden emotion, things kept from sight, things not being able to be seen. But a lot of those things are within us, are deep within us, and we can't always access them at a whim. And this card sort of shows that very, very clearly. So I love that energy. Seven of Wands has been coming out a lot today, and the Seven of Wands is a card that has a lot of different meanings for me. But mainly the Seven of Wands talks about being defensive, whether that's a negative thing or whether it's a positive thing. You could be defensive in that you are defending yourself against someone, which may be considered positive, but then sometimes we can become defensive when it's not necessary. So we can become defensive when actually we could learn from a situation. So there is something here that you are, there is something here that you are holding within you, that you are hanging on to. It's almost like you're hanging on to a component or a part of yourself that no longer serves you here. You may be hanging on to emotions, old ways of doing things that are stuck below the surface. But with that Seven of Wands, it's like you're clinging on and you're refusing to let go of the old and embrace the new. The Nine of Cups tells me that there is a wish about to come true here, maybe in regards to a Cancer, but something that's going to move you forward. We also have Scorpio energy coming through here, and the Eight of Cups, which says you're walking away from something towards your star and becoming the Empress. Wow. What are you letting go of here? You are letting go of something. Could be a person in regards to the Scorpio, Aquarius and Cancer energy that's in there. But it feels more than that to me. I feel like you're letting go of some sort of emotions that you have been carrying around with you for a long time, and starting to understand how those emotions affect you on a day-to-day, in your day-to-day life. So for example, these sort of represent for me a trigger. You may have a trigger around something in particular. But you see, when the defense card comes out, that trigger may be around self-protection or self-preservation. So when something happens, you might immediately go into fight mode, right? Because you have learned to do that in your emotions. So it's immediate into this fight mode. Something you are discovering here with the Nine of Cups is going to help you move forward. It's going to help you to rebuild something, because you are walking towards some sort of destiny here and becoming the Empress. And I love that you have the Magician here, because that says to me that you are walking towards a manifestation. I hope that's clear. There is something you've been doing for a very long time a certain way. You may have gone, like when you get triggered, you may go into fight mode, because I see you there with the defensive energy. So it's like as soon as something happens a certain way, you go into a certain way of being. And the reason you do that is because something in your subconscious is buried deep within you that comes to the surface every time you're triggered from an event. But what you're starting to understand is the trigger is just an illusion. The trigger is the illusion here, and the illusion is something you're feeding into in your emotions that is not serving you. Something you learn to do. You know, as children, sometimes we learn to self-protect. We learn to look after ourselves by responding in certain ways, and many of us go into the fight-flight mode. It's a normal response when you feel pressured or when you feel scared, and you immediately go into that anxious energy. And the universe is saying to you here, you have created some sort of illusion around that. So what is the illusion underlying these triggers that are set off within you when something happens? Now, because they're in the moon energy, for example, there could be a certain type of emotion that you are reacting or responding to each time. And it may be one around your own personal safety, your own fears. But whatever it is here, you are letting this go, you are understanding it, and you are walking away and walking towards your destiny, which is going to help you manifest what you want, because you're letting go of this holding on or this fear that you've got here. Let's have a dig deeper. All right, so the Five of Cups has come through. Now, the Five of Cups does talk about the past. So it could be, for example, that you have some sort of fear or anxiety from the past. Now again, this could go right back to childhood. It may be something you learned. Like a lot of stuff that we do as adults is learned as children. And again, it's a survival mechanism. You do it to survive, but you go into a certain energy that is actually inhibiting you from creating the life you want. Okay, let's hope I can dig deep on this one. Six of Swords, you're definitely moving away from it. You are starting to create with the universe here, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So you're standing in your power. So something is like inhibiting you from fully grasping your power here. It is something you've been used to doing because it's come from the past, so it's still with you. It's still some sort of energy of doing something a certain way, maybe out of fear, maybe out of self-preservation or survival. But you've been doing it so long, it's become an illusion for you. It's become something you do as a matter of fact rather than seeing it for what it actually is. Wow, okay, look at this. And Nine of Wands too. Holy dooly. So the Three of Swords tells me there's some sort of pain from your past that still stays with you. It hasn't been released. It's still trapped down in that moon energy. And I see the Nine of Wands, and I see a pattern being repeated over and over again, creating pain for you because you're not seeing it the way you should be seeing it. You're seeing it through the eyes of pain. You're seeing it through your past. You're not seeing it for what it actually is in the present moment. The universe is about to help you clear this because you have a destiny here. You have a destiny that leads you to the Empress. It is an energy of being able to create, but being able to stand in your own truth so you can see the truth of things more clearly than you did before. Okay, so Page of Pentacles, this is the universe giving you this opportunity. Seven of Swords tells me that there is some sort of self-sabotage here. So maybe you go through life thinking, oh, and we have the Lovers card here. All right, let's just pull it apart and then we'll put some more cards on it. All right, so I have the Moon card. Something is being hidden from view here. Something that you are doing is being hidden from you. It's in your subconscious. It's an illusion. There is something that you are still fighting against, or it's like you're sort of holding fast to this way of doing things because it's normal for you. And you're being asked not to consider it normal anymore because you've got a wish coming true here. I see forward movement here with the Chariot. I see a breaking down of the old idea of who you are and you walking away and going towards this beautiful destiny, becoming the Empress here. Beautiful story. From this, the Magician is sitting there. So that says to me that you are holding back your manifestations because you're holding on to an old way or an old version of yourself that doesn't serve you anymore. Maybe it's an old version of yourself that you've buried down there in the emotions. Maybe it was the person that you were meant to be before you learned who you were supposed to be. Because there is pain of the past here that is holding you back. Now again, that doesn't have to be like romantic love. It could be childhood pain, childhood trauma coming through here. Any of those sort of things here. But something from your past is holding you in place here. And I feel like here you are about to be introduced to somebody or something that's going to break through that barrier for you. Because there's an outpouring of emotion here. And I have the Knight of Cups with the Lovers card. So there looks like there's a love offer on the table for you here. And I feel like it's coming, could be from a Gemini. Seven of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. The Hermit card. Wow, you're really contemplating this one. You are really contemplating here whether you take this or whether you move forward. I feel like you've manifested something here and the universe is about to bring it to you. But the Hermit and the Eight of Cups tells me you don't even know if you even want it. So you're still holding on to this defensive sort of energy here instead of letting it go. I feel like the universe is asking you to be vulnerable here. And there's that Seven of Cups again. The illusion. So instead of picking one of the cups, you're choosing not to take a cup because it could be that it does have something bad in it. 13:13 on the clock as we speak. So instead of taking the risk here, it's like you are looking at the worst of everything. Maybe that is what you're holding on to. Maybe you have a way of looking at the things that can go wrong rather than things that will go right. Whatever this illusion is for you, it's like you're still living by this illusion. You're still living by this idea of yourself that is no longer true. But something here you're walking away from because you don't trust what you're being offered. And it's going to show you somehow something about yourself that you're going to be seeing for the first time. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but there's a rebirth here in the Judgment card and the Hierophant. It's bringing you into greater stability, greater self-knowing, greater awareness. And that is going to help you move forward on your path and create what you want in this lifetime. Whether that is romance here, because we do have the King of Pentacles, or commitment with the Hierophant, but something here is going to be exposed to you, or you're going to expose something to yourself that's going to make you see your universe in a completely different way. All right, we have the Key of Light coming through, which is card 26. Archangel Michael loves you unconditionally and serves your soul journey. He brings you a spiritual gift now the key of light. This key allows you to open any door, clear away any obstruction, and free yourself from any prison or enslavement, physical, emotional, or psychological. There is no need for you to feel trapped or locked out of a situation you want to get into. You now hold within your hands a divine key that will assist you in many ways. Archangel Michael has a message for you. You have the power of the divine in you. You have the ability to free yourself, no matter whether it seems that another person, a set of circumstances, or the entire world holds more power than you. Your power of freedom is unconditional. It doesn't require that outer circumstances change in order for you to be free, though as you choose freedom, outer circumstances often change radically. So this is about stepping back and radiating love from your center. You do not have to betray your spirituality to fight. You can fight with love and trust and know that your way as a spiritual warrior. This oracle is a message for you to trust in your own ability to triumph right now. You are the key to success. You must believe in yourself. You don't have to force a door to open. In perfect time, according to divine grace, all doors will open for you. Wow, that's powerful. Your dreams and actions will prove themselves in time. No person, place, or thing has any power to hold you back. The key of light is a spiritual permission from the universe to succeed in your life mission. You will not be kept back from your divine destiny. You will be empowered to succeed. Refuse to give up on your dreams. So it just sits so beautifully with this reading. It's like you've kept yourself back for such a long time. You are now going to free yourself up and move forward, which is going to open a brand new world for you. I feel like some of you have got love coming in that will open the door. It's like being loved will open the door for you. But for others of you, you may be finding a way to open the door yourself by observing your behaviours and seeing some sort of pattern of how you respond to something. I'll leave you with that. Thanks, Leo.